I'm not driving an hour just to get to the city. I'm not driving 20 minutes just to go get groceries. And I'm certainly not living in the chaos just to feel close to everything. That's why you're going to buy 325 Sarver. So we're at 325 Sarver. We are dead center between Ecostown Road and 356. Kind of closer towards Ecostown than 356. Actually, a lot closer to Ecostown. But this is Sarver, PA. This is Freeport School Districts. We're sitting on approximately just a hair over a half an acre, 0.54, I think it is. So you're out in the country. You are 35 minutes or less to downtown Pittsburgh. But yet, listen, you're out in the country. You're not hearing the ambulance, the helicopters. It's quiet. I'm gonna give you guys a quick overview of the outdoors here. Locationally, like I said, between Ecostown and 356, really close to Lernerville. So be mindful on Friday nights. You're gonna hear racing. You're gonna hear loud, not loud, but you're gonna hear the racing engines off in the distance as they go around the track. I always thought that was cool. And if you're a racing fan, you're right there. So I always like to point that out. 10 minutes or less, you are in 28 to go north or south. Be mindful of that. This is a pretty open lot. The dividing line, not to be exact because I don't have an app to really show that right now, but somewhere in the center here. So you have a pretty decent sized lot. Again, 0.5, just under 0.55, I think it is. You have a gravel driveway in the front, and tree up. Recently had this tree cut in the front. Fresh rocks in the in the flower bed area. That's kind of what their landscaping choice was. I think they added some additional gravel to the driveway. Some little pad over there. You can store things outside if you wanted to. But I'm gonna give you guys a quick peek around of the outside. Looks like the wind blew the door open. But here we are on the left side of the house. You have the AC unit on this side. Pretty flat roof, or a low pitch roof, I should say. People think that when you live out here and to have this kind of life or this country living, you have to give up on convenience. And I'm here to tell you that you don't. You are within 10 minutes of the nearest grocery store. There is a Giant Eagle nearby. There is a Sprankles. It's a classic country grocery store. You have a Starbucks. Get that, a Starbucks out here. So you have little shops and little restaurants, the high school, the elementary school, the middle school. I believe they're all within about a 10-minute drive. So super convenient access to things to do, and again, the city. So I'm gonna give you guys an inside look as we enter in the front door. And be mindful, right now we do have the property staged. But as you enter in, you are instantly met. I'm gonna try not to be cheesy as I describe this, but you're instantly met with this beautiful flooring here. I believe this is a LVP flooring. And then they have this large rug here to kind of give you an idea of the space. You could have a larger coffee table. You could put your sectional here if you wanted. Right now we have it staged as like a very traditional living room space. A very, very large picture window. So as you can see, I want to say we're around 2 o'clock, maybe slightly before. And you can see this large picture window here. So all of the sunlight on the, we're about midday in the winter, comes in on this side. So you got, what's the saying? Rises in the east and I think sets in the west, if I have that correct. So check this, because I had to make sure. Sunrise is in the east, excuse me, sets in the west. So how the house logistically is set up, you have southern facing at the window, southern side, and then the back side of the house is the northern side. Now, if you're still watching, my name's Tim Pettigrew. I work with eXp Realty in the great city of Pittsburgh. I have about 7 years of experience, 110 homes sold to date, millions of dollars sold in real estate, and I've seen just about everything. I'm not going to sit here and say everything, just about. Real estate, there's constantly a new situation. But if you are a buyer looking to move to the area, whether that be the city or the suburbs, reach out to me, Tim Pettigrew, eXp Realty. Drop a comment, go on my calendar link, schedule an appointment. I am confident to this day that I will be able to help you out, whatever your situation might be. I've had some really difficult things over the years, but reach out to me. Anyways, back to the video. So to put that in perspective, and then I'll link an image up in like the left, the front side of the house, if you're inside facing Sarver Road, that is southern facing. And then if you face the rear of the house, that is northern facing. So this is important to some people, some cultures. So she's up there. And so if you're someone that likes to have plants, you know, it might be helpful to know that. So again, couch is set up how it is. 2 conversational chairs right there. I kind of dig that setup, to be honest, but you have a vent here. You have a vent on this side. Unsure at the current moment which of these, because there's also another one right here, is a return vent, and then the other. But entryway, let's visit this here. So have all your shoes go here. You could put a big piece of, I always forget what they're called, but something like that. I'm not great with my furniture pieces, but put a little area right there like we have staged right now, to put your keys, your mail if you want. Great place to do that. So like a little mud entry room area. But when you come in the door, living right here, and then come around, you have the dining room on the back side, back left corner of the house. So the smaller table, you could fit definitely a much larger table if you wanted to. Probably comfortably, you know, 3 or 4 chairs on each side, so you could entertain a lot. But all the same floor throughout this main floor area. And then we have a little porch area off of the back. Give you guys, we'll go out back a little bit later in the video, but just to kind of give you a perspective of the layout. So in the kitchen now, love this little space right here, this little eat-in kitchen area. So if you have kids or, you know, want something quick and simple to sit down somewhere like that, right here is perfect for that. And there's another vent down there. Recently, sellers had these cabinets painted. Love the colors that they chose. All stainless steel appliances. These are staying with the property. So when you do buy this, you are getting these. I don't believe, I'm gonna check. Oh, got child locks here. I don't think they have a garbage disposal. And I think we had this conversation on the phone before. Does not appear. No, they do not have a garbage disposal. So again, one of those things to be mindful of. But nice open layout. This is like a split level, not split level or a split entry in the sense that when you immediately come in the front door, you have to choose, you know, going up or going down. It's kind of twisted around to the side. So these steps take you up into the bedroom area. So you got 3 bedrooms up there and then a bathroom. And then down here you have the additional 4th bedroom. Could be an office, and we'll get there. Just how much sunlight comes in here, you know. Before I can show you guys the rest of the house, I just want to kind of sit down and take a seat on the couch. But a lot of sunlight that comes in here. It feels really bright, airy, open in this space, and I just want to kind of reiterate that and point that out before I continue on and show you guys the rest of the house. It just feels so cozy in here. This is my perspective when I sit on the couch. You know, you can have a pretty large TV right there. I don't know what size TV that is, but I'm sure you could fit easily a 65, 75-inch TV there, no problem whatsoever. So I think it's important to mention this as well. So if you look up, I can touch the ceiling. I'm about 6'7", give or take a little bit. But taller ceilings just kind of add to the size and not the size, but the feel of the space. It makes it feel larger than what it might actually be. And I always get this question too, why are the sellers selling? And I feel comfortable answering this. Sometimes you'll get an answer to the question, sometimes you won't. People like to keep it private, but the fact of the matter is they just needed more space. They were a growing family, wanted more bedrooms, wanted more room to entertain, have friends, have family over. So that's ultimately what factored into the decision making of selling this house. So they they ended up buying a bigger house to move into, and just made more sense for the family. Who is this house for? So the buyer I see for this house is maybe the bachelor, the bachelorette, the couple looking to start a life together and buy their starter home, the couple or the family that's growing or has aspirations to have a family. You're in Freeport school districts, you have a backyard to run around in. The pet owners, you know, someone that wants a place to have their dogs so that they can let them out and run around in the backyard. Someone that doesn't do well with stairs, because we don't have a lot of stairs here. We have a few stairs here to get up to the bedrooms, a few stairs right here to get down. So we're not quite a ranch, but we're pretty close to it, to be honest. Okay, let me show you guys the rest of the house. So as we come up the stairs, the few that are there, this is a carpeted area. So carpet carries on just to the foot of the bedrooms here. To the left side, we have the bathroom. It's a full bath. You have a nice vanity area and sink, nice big mirror, little light from the outside through that window. Toilet is the toilet. You've seen them all. Shower, everything looks nice, clean. And then in the bathroom, we have a linen closet. You can put toiletries in there and so on and so forth. But also out here, keep in mind the house is staged. We have like a towel area. So you could, in theory, put something like this right here or leave it empty, whatever you want. But also, don't want to forget, more closet space. You have attic access right here. I'm not going to get up in there, but hang some coats and things right there. Attic access, don't forget. And then let's take it into the bedrooms. So immediate to the right, this is directly at the front of the house. You have a bedroom. I believe they refinished these floors at some point in recent months or years, but beautiful, beautiful sheen and look to the floor. Closet area, looking out front. Moving on, we have master off to the left and then another secondary bedroom back here. 2 windows in this bedroom. Again, floors really, really nice looking. Closet. For some reason, they didn't do a closet door in here, so you could put one in pretty easily. Get it measured, go to Lowe's, Home Depot, have them come out and install it. Over here, this is the master. You could fit king size easily in here, California king easily, staged with 2 end tables on both sides. And then they have these closet doors with mirrors on them. So you could do a his and hers closet. And pretty good size. And then over here, same thing. But really nice looking closets. And then let's continue on to the lower level. This is the area where you could have this as a fourth bedroom. This could be an office space, you name it, you know, whatever you want to do down here. But totally more than ample enough space to put a bedroom. They used it as an office previously. You got some additional storage back there, or closet area. To the left here, I'm gonna try not to topple this over, but there's the furnace. Furnace and AC are both newer. They were both replaced, I think, May of 2023. And then the laundry area over here. Washer, dryer. So you have the gas line right there. You got your 240 outlet, another plug. And then in here, it's a bit of an odd bathroom in the sense that you don't have a sink right inside, but that's real estate. Sometimes you just have quirky bathrooms, but you have to just come out and wash your hands there, which is totally fine. Hot water tank is back in here, which is a little bit older, but no big deal. If we need to change that, or you need to change that in the future, could probably get it done $2,000 or less. Maybe I'm off a little bit, maybe it's a slightly more, but in the grand scheme of real estate, it's not a lot of money. There are bigger issues that could come up. Down here, this is the den area, or a game room. Again, similar situation to the bedroom over here. You could kind of really do whatever you want. I think this would make an excellent game room. So if you're someone that likes PlayStation, computer games, whatever, or hell, even make this your office space, totally could do that. They previously used this as storage, so they had some shelves right there. I think they had some exercise equipment over here, so it could be an exercise room as well. But yeah, another great space, or flexible space. And this right here, if you saw on the front side of the house, there was a garage door. This is not the garage that you are going to park your car in. It's not big enough. It's not long enough. It's just a little workshop area. You do have a garage door opener in here. One thing I do want to mention is public water, or excuse me, no, it is well water out here, but it is public sewage. So well water, public sewage. They have a newer Culligan water softener system right here. Electric panel is in the workshop area. You have 200 amp service, so pretty substantial for the size of the house, to be honest with you. Water meter is over here. Little workshop area, some additional shelving, but again, you are not parking a car in this garage. You can fit your quad, maybe your dirt bike, your bikes, some other odds and ends, but this is not a garage that you're going to park your car in. Let me make that very clear. You go to the back of this area here. We have some additional shelving and storage right here. And then this is a walkout area, so you can enter or get back directly onto the back patio. Now that you guys have seen pretty much the entire interior of the house, I'm going to take you around the back. I think these are Formica countertops. Someone can correct me in the comments if that is not the case. Some unique factors about this kitchen, again, I pointed out before, stainless steel appliances. All of them come with the house. Very unique cabinetry here, additional storage. So hell, you can put your KitchenAid appliances in there, your mixer, if you're someone that likes to cook a lot. Really, really nice to have that much shelving. And also more storage in here in the kitchen. You can lift up these seats here in the eat-in kitchen, store some additional things down inside there. And again, you have all this cabinetry here. So this kitchen's honestly pretty awesome because entertaining here and I have guests, you know, we have people in the dining area over here, and then I can take all the food, spread it out right down here behind me. And that's just practical, to be honest. And again, more over here, more countertop space. So if you're entertaining, spread out your food here, spread out your food there. I'm sure you could have a buffet in the back there too, as long as, you know, the table is not too big, and you can have additional space back there. So that's the kitchen area. I didn't touch too much on that before, and there is some additional lighting up above. But let's take you guys out to the back. Off the back of the house, there's a screened-in porch area. So they have some furniture set up out here, a little rug. So if you want to hang out outside without all the bugs in your zone, and even when it's raining, this is the perfect place to do that. Get a lot of use out of this space. And then come out here, stairs coming down onto the patio. This awesome gazebo they have. So when the sun's bearing down, again, be mindful of the sun. This is the south part of the house, or wait, no, north part of the house over here, south behind me. So the sun in the morning is going to come from this direction. So if you're ever entertaining and you have this piece or this gazebo here, just saving you from getting beat down by the sun. So really cool to have this. I know they spent a good amount of money getting this put in. Concrete pad here. Have your grill out here if you're one of those avid pit boss people, or charbroil. You can have your smoker, your griddle out here, your grill, and really go to town. And then this is the fenced in yard. Again, 0.55 acres approximately. Do your due diligence, double check that. They have this little wire mesh here, but this loops around the whole backside of the yard. Fire pit, fresh gravel around that. But I know they use this a lot in the fall, spring, summer. Hang out with your buddies, wrap some chairs around the fire, throw back some beers. It's a hell of a spot, honestly. And you got two sheds back here, and you also had, I don't know what the proper word is for that, but I guess the previous sellers before them grew grapes for wine over there. They didn't, my people didn't, but that's what that was. But you could have your lawnmower over here, store some additional things. Some of those little things I like to point out that you may not never notice in the images, the gate is wide, so you can get your mower inside and out. And also over there, if you can see back there, zoom in, that gate is also wide. So just wanted to point that little detail out. Both of these sheds are staying. Again, one of those things, holy shit. Wind just took that. It's a shed. Not much else I can say. There's some storage back there. Perspective, I'm about 6'7", give or take. That's how tall that shelf is. So, really nice shed. And then more storage and the next shed over here. Give you guys a look inside. This one's even bigger. Could even make this into another workshop if you wanted. I think this is where they had their mower before, so the ramp for the garage. But I'm gonna kind of step back, or actually give you some different perspectives of the backyard area. So here we are at the back right corner of the lot. Property line goes approximately somewhere over here, and then over here, I believe. So I'm like right at the corner. But I really like this house because you're in the country, you have that country feel, but you're not so freaking far from the city. You still have things to do, and even so, there's stuff to do out here. And then give you guys the perspective of the left side or right side of the house from the back left corner if you're facing. Again, here's this drape area. Honestly, if you're not someone that's into it, just tear it down. Just a few posts, burn the lumber. Easy enough. And I'm standing on the private drive, which is not yours. But that's 325 Sarver, guys. It's up for sale. I don't anticipate this to last too terribly long. Wanted to give you guys a quick preview of the house. This video probably turned out much longer than I ever anticipated. I was hoping this would be like, I don't know, 4 to 6 minutes. I'm probably pushing 10 if I had to guess, but this is 325 Sarver. Come out, take a look. I'll be here. Call me if you need me. I'll put all the details in the description, and looking forward to getting this house sold. Wait. I almost forgot to talk about the AC. AC, as I also mentioned before, is newer. Like the furnace, they replaced both at the same time, I believe a couple years ago, maybe sooner, but very recent this was done. So it's nice, newer looking, no issues, icy cold air conditioning on this house. But we're on the left side of the house. If you go up here to Eakestown Road, the intersection, if you make a left, that takes you pretty much straight to 28, and then you're on 28 in less than 10 minutes. So there's also a gas station up there, a couple stores. Again, here's the front side of the house. This is where I say goodbye. This is 325 Sarver Road. Come out and see it. Let me know some of your favorite things that I talked about or showed you guys in this house down in the comments. Really curious to see what some of you guys will think about it. Again, Sarver, PA, wonderful area to be in, highly desirable. I don't anticipate this sitting on the market too long. We priced it pretty good out of the gate. So we'll see what happens. Really excited to kind of start showing this house and get this sold. So, all right, details below. Let me know what you think.